Hey everybody, it is a Saturday afternoon and we're going to do a draft video here, but we have a stipulation for this draft video. This is a drunk draft video, so not for the kids necessarily this time. Um, the rules for our draft will be I have some Southern Tier beers here, and every time we make a pick of more than one card, we're going to take a drink. And hopefully we don't scrub out like a total weenie, but just to change things up, have a good time. Let's do this thing. All right. I like the Soviets. Let's go with them. Okay, so Yak 3 is okay. SU-152 is not good. I do not like the SU-152. Any second motor rifles? I think second motor rifles works for me. Well, early drink for us here, I think. 4 T-34 1942s is really good. Hopefully we'll have a chance to get a T-34-85 later on. These 3rd Regiment guards are okay, but yep, we'll have a drink for a T-34 1942 playset. Thank you. Alright, so KV-1 1939 or field gun. The 4th Kuban Cossacks, meh. Don't do all that much. Actually, I think the KV is pretty replaceable at this point in the draft. There's so much guards, or there's so many guards, and we already have one in the Soviets. The 85 mil actually is harder to replace than I think the KV is. So we're going to take this 85 mil. You guys know how much I like the British, so let's take them. Alright, so Hurricane, some 25 pounders or some naval support. Maybe later for naval support, but we'll take a drink for 25 pounders. Alright, then we get some 5th Brigades. Take a drink for our 5th Brigades. These other two aren't bad, but the 5th Brigades covers up our field gun, gives us a little bit of breathing room to get to the 1942s. Alright, Humbers, meh. Tactical withdrawal, bad. SU-76, though, puts so much early pressure on our opponent. So we'll take 2 of those. Gotta take a drink for it. Alright, so SU-152s don't care. LA-5, not that great. The Hammer's always good, though, so we'll take the Hammer. Alright. Patriarch, Firestorm, meh. Matilda, meh. 2 Churchills, though. Alright, now mass attack, an OT-34 or a howitzer. OT-34 is good closer, mass attack, good point removal order, but this howitzer can just do so much work for us. So let's take a howitzer. Alright, here, unexpected resistance, meh. Tactical withdrawal, always dead. Baluk's fine though, we'll take a Baluk. We're kind of on the hunt for some big planes. We could use some fighters, more removal, more card draw in this deck. So Workers Unite is card draw. 42nd Rifles is pretty good. We do not have a Red October to goose it with though. So I'm going to go Workers Unite here. You probably go 42nd Rifles there if you really wanted to. Alright, Ural Factories, good way to cash in damaged units. Frontal Assault, we're not a token deck. But I like these I-16s. 3 power in the air on turn 2 can be really tough. And yeah, let's take that. Alright, so Pedal, Yak 3, or another Hammer. We're going to take this Hammer. Alright, we'll take a drink for 3 from the Peoples. Yup. Alright, Blood Red Sky doesn't do us much because we don't have any Soviet planes. The A-20s, whatever. We'll take a howitzer though. 76 mils fine. Okay. Curve looks weird. So we could take a bunch of I-16s, which, I don't know, they're not bad. The 89th, even though it's a guard unit, we have a couple of 5th Brigades. We have a couple of Churchills already. Alright, well, let's take a drink for some I-16s. Another drink for, we don't want no surrenders. We don't want 3 Euro factories, but 2 bloody sickles will definitely be in the market for those. Alright, another drink for us. 3 Spitfires, heck yeah. Blockades, no. 40 mils, okay if you're in a pinch. But 3 Spitfires, those are our closers. Alright, now a pedal, an Order 227, or an I-15. We're in the market for an I-15. Can hopefully pick off a few things and then upgrades into an I-16. So let's grab that. Alright, Burning Skies is okay. I think we're going to be okay on removal though because of all of our artillery that we already have and the Spitfires. But we're going to take a drink for this 37 mil. Zero, or well, 1 drop, 0 downside to having the 37 mils. And it's all like its floor is super low and its ceiling is super high. So get in here, 37 mils. Alright, second to last pick, 42nd rifles just fits exactly into what we're trying to do. Take that. And we get our elite. First Landing Brigade, not that great. KV-1 1941 hits from a weird angle because it hurts the opponent when they're drawing. Or you have the Lancaster B, which is really a 10 drop because you want to get in with it right away. But we already have 3 Spitfires, so I don't think we really need like a super closer. I like this like attack from a different angle though, so let's take this KV. Sure, this does not look like a bad deck. I am down to clown with this deck. Okay, so now the rules going forward is every time we lose a unit, we take a drink. Alright, so let's do it. Alright, against Stome Vent. We're on the play, but 2 anti-aircraft guns. Yeah, we'll keep those. Drop 1 early. I mean, a bloody sickle here would rain on our parade, but, you know. Okay, nothing from our opponent, so let's drop an I-16. Sure. Alright, Guard Regiment, sure. Okay, here I think we're going to hit their HQ. And let's hit this Guard Regiment. I'm going to turn this volume down a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't crash us. Okay, we're good. Alright, From the People. We get our own From the People though. And we can just put another anti-aircraft gun out here and get in for 3 more. So now this lone I-16 is on 6 damage to the HQ. That's way above rate. And now we can pick off this Guards Regiment with our second 37 mil. Oh, I didn't drink for the 37 mil we lost. Alright, now we need one for the I-16. Alright, so let's take care of this Guards Regiment. Draw a card. Oh, nice big fat tank. We like that. Alright, let's get a 42nd Rifles out there. Next turn, I'm thinking Field Gun, unless our opponent puts a threat out. If they put a threat out, we'll go T-34. Alright, not a big threat. Alright, infantry is fine. Those aren't actual threats, really, for what we're trying to do. So, let's Field Gun it up. Because we can handle both of these with our Field Gun. And if our Field Gun goes down, we can still handle them. Oh, I think we might have co-pilots coming down the stairs. I don't know. Alright, so yep, let's blow up all these threats. And sure. Take out the regiment. And then let's move our 42nd Rifles up. Drop a Baluk. Just because then we can move the Baluk up next turn. And this 42nd Rifles really shrugs off all this little infantry. And now we got our Field Gun rolling. And our opponent scoops it up. So there you go. Good to go. We'll drink for the win. Sorry, that was kind of slurpy. Alright, up against Andrew F. Spitfire can go back. 25 pounder can actually go back too. Yeah, good. We want these kind of lower stuff. Alright, we grab a howitzer too. Alright, so we lose our anti-air gun, but we get this careless talk out of the way, so we're fine with that. We have plenty good low drop stuff here. Alright, so the question is, did our opponent get another careless talk going? And since we have 4 of the I-16s in our deck, and we have all this stuff that we can drop on 3, which is super strong, might as well take a run at another careless talk there. Because either we get it out of our opponent's hand, or we just straight up just dominate it. So now let's go Su-76, make our opponent deal with that. Alright, so wait on our opponent now. Alright, so coming after our I-16. Okay. Alright, well, let's get in for 5 at the opponent's HQ. Drop an anti-aircraft gun. Alright, so another careless talk, but it didn't chew up our howitzer or our 40... Well, I guess our 42nd Rifles could have shrugged it off, but this Su-76 is going to be trouble for our opponent to deal with. We have 3 removal orders in hand and extra units coming up, so... Alright, so a Panzer IV-G for our opponent. Alright, let's do a damage to the Panzer IV-G. Churchill. Okay. Well, let's get in at the opponent's HQ. And let's go... I think we go howitzer here. Because you gotta imagine that our Su-76 is trading off right here. And then this howitzer can just take care of anything else. Alright, Nebelwerfer for our opponent. Good play by our opponent there. I mean, we'll trade an Su-76 off, sure. And an infantry regiment? Okay, we don't care about a stupid infantry regiment. Alright, so let's get rid of this Nebelwerfer. Let's put a 40-second rifles out there because it can absorb a 109 attack. Or it can start just picking off whatever infantry or junk that our opponent puts in the front line here. And we're thinking we're going to go Churchill next, 25 pounder after we get our Churchill set up. Or next turn we could go from the people on a threat and then 25 pounder after that. Now that our opponents put out a Panzer 3J though, yeah, we might as well go Churchill here. Ooh, Spitfire though. Okay. No, I think we stick to our guns and go Churchill. And then now our opponent can ram into this Churchill all they want, but we can recover from that. The Churchill gives us time. And then, you know, we have 25 pounder, we have from the people, and also we have the big Spitfire to come after that. Oh, I didn't drink for our, what was it that went down? Our the Nebelwerfer took out our stuff, and then I owe one from the Su-76. Alright, Panzer G, or Panther G, sure. Opponent still has 3 credits. Like here, we get to kill this 1 infantry regiment for free, which is very helpful. The 109, I like to take that out too. Alright, let's see what else our opponent does. Alright, so they grab the front line with a whole bunch of stuff. Ooh, a T-34. Okay, well, let's see. Let's do a little math here. We're going to take out this infantry regiment. We're going to take out this Panzer. Alright, so this is 7, and then we get 1 attack. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go 5, 7, and then might as well take out the Panzer as well. And then our 40-second rifles repairs itself. Now we lose our Churchill here if they want to go in with the Panther. I mean, if they want to take out a 40-second rifle, we're fine with that. That's totally fine. Because now we can, from the people, the Panther, take out the infantry regiment and get in for 5. And drop a Spitfire too? I don't know if we can do all of that. I gotta add stuff up. Alright, we lose our 25 pounder. And we don't draw. But okay, so it's 2, 5, 7, 9. Yup. Let's do it. Let's do it. There we go. So we lose our T-34 at this point, but we have a Spitfire in reserve. Alright, T-34 down. Got a drink for it. Couple of 110s. Okay. Well, let's just win the game. How about? T-34. And winner, winner, chicken, parmesan, a dinner. We'll drink for the win. Alright, we gotta open another beer here while we're waiting for our next game. It's an 8 days a week from Southern Tier Brewing Company. Smells good. Blonde ale. So rules stay in place. Got to drink for lost units and drink for wins. Alright. Well, we got a really good first three here. I think we're going to throw this T-34 back and the Spitfire back, though. All right, so more 37 mils, you know, 37 mil in I-16 in Su-76. Yeah, that's a pretty good curve. And the Su-76 can even maybe wait for turn 4. Let's see what happens, though. All right, so 37 mil. And we're on a draw. All right, so we snag an air superiority out of our opponent's hand. We're fine with that. See if they have a follow-up play. No? Okay. Well, we got plenty of 37 mils in reserve, so let's get an I-16 out there. Oh, got a drink for a 37 mil. All right, Hayabusa for our opponent. Okay. Well, let's go with an 37 mil to make that more expensive to operate. So if they want to just waste their whole turn on a Hayabusa, then we're fine with that. Got him for 3 with our I-16. We got this 5th Brigade. All right, so we used up a whole opponent's turn just to trade off 1 unit. Yeah, we're fine with that. All right, let's go Su-76 to get a big fat threat out there. Get in for a damage. All right, Me Too Regiment, sure. And a Rising Sun, okay. All right, and we get a T-34. All right, let's cover up our 37 mil. Let's take out the Me Too. All right, we kind of wanted that to hit this 5th Brigade, but okay. So it hits our HQ. We get in for 1 with our 37 mil. We have all kinds of goodies on the way. And we have this big fat Su-76 in the front line. Alright, Albacore for our opponent, sure, whatever. And we can absolutely drill an Albacore. Alright, they have an air superiority. That kinda hurts. We can get this field gun going, though. Or our howitzer. I think, let's see, we're going to be on 6 next turn, so I think we go maybe I-15. Okay. Alright, well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of slow play this just a touch. Let's go with a 37 mil. Let's go with an I-15. And I'm tempted to use this from the people. We don't really need to use it though, and just in case our opponent has something ridiculous, I'm going to hold it. So we'll pass it back here. We can take out this Albacore relatively easily. Alright, that's a perfect... A Type 96 is a perfect from the people target. They use a Divine Wind on our 37 mil. Okay, all this is good actually, because we got a 2-for-1 out of our 37 mil, and one of them was a KI-61, so that's great. Here we can just, from the people, this stupid artillery gun. Yeah, they draw a card off of it, but whatever. Let's strafe the bomber, pass it back. And we have some good artillery pieces on the way, so... Alright, Spitfire, sure. And a naval supply run. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, well, I think we get our field gun going here. Let's also strafe the bomber. Because now... Even if, okay, so now how it has to go, as of this point, is the bomber attacks our fighter, and we get a bonus fighter anyway. And then the Spitfire has to attack our 5th Brigade, and now all of a sudden this 85 mil is just pinning all this garbage that our opponent has. So hopefully no carpet bombing here. All right, Burning Sun doesn't change what our plan is. For Honor doesn't change what our plan is. So bonus fighter for us. All right, we lose our 5th Brigade, but this field gun's going to start causing a lot of problems. Oh, and they use Honor on it anyway. So drop a Churchill. Thank you very much. And the opponent scoops it up. So another win. I owe you for a couple of units. I owe you for the win. So let's get after it. Alright, who do we have now? We have Scowronel. Alright, we're going to put our field gun back. We're going to put our 42nd rifles back. We're going to put our 2nd motor rifles back. I like From the People. I like the I-16. Give me okay, early removal order and then a couple of I-16s. Yeah, we'll take that. And we're on the draw. Great. Alright, so a Type 93. Perfect bloody sickle target. Alright, let's drop this I-16. Alright, then we have a From the People, we have a howitzer. I mean, right now, my game plan, depending on what our opponent does, is attack and another I-16. Okay, well, that makes our decision even that much easier. Oh, and that helps too. Alright, so 37 mil and another I-16. Get more threats onto the battlefield. Hold this 76 millimeter until we know our opponent doesn't have removal for it. Like, I'd rather lose the 37 mil to a bloody sickle or air superiority, any of that junk, and then hold the 76 mil until later on. Alright, Hayabusa, sure. Alright, so let's go, let's just get 2 attacks in. I think that's better for us at this point. I was tempted to play this 5th Brigade here to cover up our 37 mil, but making the Hayabusa 4 operate could totally derail their turn. Alright, now they have a 0 out there. Okay. So now we're going to go with a 5th Brigade and then another attack on their HQ. Cover up one of our I-16s, and then if they want to attack this 5th Brigade, we can come back with From the People, or now we have a Churchill in our hand, so, you know, if they want to do damage to our uncovered, you know, I-16, sure, go for it. Alright, Rising Sun. Yeah, that's good. That's not a bad play. Alright, Naval Power. Alright, so our opponent has quite the setup over there. I think what we're going to do here is go 25 pounder and another I-16. I-16s bite back, so our I-16s can rumble with whatever our opponent has. Now we have an artillery piece that can start just sniping their stuff. We could have gone maybe a 76 mil there, but you know, I like the little bit bigger butt that the 25 pounder has. So let's see what happens though. Alright, Takasagi, not worried about that. If they want to trade off this 0 for one of our I-16s, that's fine. Alright, so now we can take out this Hayabusa. Alright, let's get rid of the 0. And let's see, let's go with a Workers Unite. More I-16s, we like that. Still got a guard unit out there, even if they 5th Brigade goes down. We got Churchill in reserve. I owed one for something there. I can't remember what it was. Alright, Takasagi moving up. That's fine. We're happy going after their HQ. Taking out this Hayabusa. Alright, a Chinu, sure. Alright, let's take out this Chinu with our From the People. Then let's get in for 6 on their HQ. Even if our 25-pounder goes down here, well, actually it can't, because they can get through our 5th Brigade. They can't take down our 25-pounder though. And again, we have the Churchill in hand, we got Spitfires in hand, we got a 76 mil in hand, another I-16. Like, if they want to take out one of our I-16s, we're totally fine with that. Because now we can drop this Churchill and then take out the Hayabusa. Oh, we get another Churchill. Great. Alright, so let's go Churchill. Let's attack the HQ. Take out the Hayabusa. So now our Churchill survives. Well, it doesn't survive the whole turn, but it survives both attacks. And we're going to drop this. Now, let's just go with the I-16. The reason being is that it's a bigger threat to our opponent than a 37 mil is at this point. Like right now we have a lethal damage on the battlefield, and that's important. So even if this Spitfire goes after one of our I-16s, the crackback from the 25-pounder takes care of it. Alright, Burst of Fire, sure. I mean, it still doesn't take down our Churchill. Now it takes down our Churchill, but, I mean, like, we did a ton of damage, and our opponent had to invest a ton of resources. And we have another Churchill. Alright, Convoy for our opponent, sure. That's, I mean, makes sense. So let's go with another Churchill. We get in for 3. Get in for 3 more. And then let's drop a anti-air gun there to make their Spitfire more expensive to run. And now we have a covered up I-16. We have a smoke screened 37 mil. We have a naked I-16 here, but even if they attack that I-16, then our Churchill can run in and get them. So, opponent's in a tough spot right now. I would drink for some of the units we lost. Alright, so opponent thinking it over here. I mean, even if we discard one of these cards, I mean, we're okay with discard. They're all good. We don't want to discard them, but we're okay discarding a Spitfire, sure, because we have another one. We're okay discarding any of those. I-16 still lethal. Opponent's on the clock now. Surprise attack. Okay. I mean, Churchill still runs in and wins us the game. Okay, we still win, and we win. So let's get rid of this Spitfire, run our Churchill in the front line, and win this sucker, and drink for winning. Cheers. Oh god, I have some water. right, now we're up against Tristan, or Tristan. All right, some removal orders. I'm actually going to throw this hammer back because we don't need it until later on. Workers Unite can go back. 5th Brigade's not bad, and From the People's not bad, though. I-16's great. Love to see that early on, because now we have options on turn 2. Alright, Naval Brigade, don't care. I-16, though, that makes our opponent care. Ooh, Katie's no fun, though. Come on, survive I-16. No, nuts. Alright, well, I'm going to go with the howitzer here because it can take out the Katie. It can rumble with the brigade. Alright, opponent, ooh, wow. Great turn by our opponent there. That might be the ball game, actually. And they even say sorry. You don't have to say sorry. That was a great turn. No sorries required. Alright, let's throw a guard or rifles unit out there. Then we can go 5th Brigade and hopefully removal next turn. Nothing to apologize by our opponent there. Good for that. Wow, they are on they're on our game plan. Alright, so let's get rid of the Su-76. See if we can recover here. Our opponent has a hell of a hand, too. Ugh, and they get the good roll from the Katie. Alright, well, another Su-76. Well, our opponent has won this one. Good for them. I mean, well played by our opponent. Bunch of their deck building was great in the draft. Bunch of Su-76s, Katies. That was a butt spanking right there. Wow, good for Tristan. Well built deck, well drafted, well played. Very well done all around. Good job. Good job. We didn't have a prayer there. Alright, so we got Baldwin next. Hopefully we don't get absolutely spanked like we did in the last game. Our Tristan, though, that was a good deck. They had a really good deck. Committed to that early aggression. Alright, let's go 37 mil. Okay, so this Greyhound is interesting. It might cause us some problems. It can't hit our 37 mil though, so if it only gets in for like a couple of damage, meh, whatever. Alright, let's go I-15. Then we go attack, attack, bloody sickle, depending on what else our opponent has here too. Like if they go Katie, okay, this Dauntless is going to be a pain in the rear end. But what I think we do is we stick to our guns. We go attack, attack, bloody sickle, because we have a fighter still. So even if we lose this fighter, our opponent has, well, they can't even attack because it's 5 to attack with a Dauntless right now, so they can't even use it. It has the heavy armor though, so that's good, but I think we can snap it up with From the People next turn. Alright, so they go with this clown thing, T70, sure. Alright, so now I'm going to go, let's see, we got lots of options. I think we can go from the people on the Dauntless, because that really messes with our opponent. Then let's take out this T70 with an artillery attack and a bloody sickle. Because the infantry is just slow, we can take care of it next turn. We have guard units on the way. Alright, critical hit, that's fine, we get a replacement. Alright, here we're going to go 5th Brigade, hit the infantry, and then we're going to attack their HQ. If they want to trade off this 13th Rifle Regiment for our I-16, that's fine. We have backups, we have Su-76s, we got all kinds of goodies on the way. Okay, so they draw a card though, that's helpful. Because right now I'm probably going to go 25, well, either Su-76 or 25 pounder or I-16, depending on what our opponent does here. Need more information. Right, Mother Russia. Sure, but our opponent probably can't play anything, so okay. Well, in this case, we're going to go Su-76 and I-16 and get in for an attack. Because now they have to deal with a 5-5 tank and a 3-power fighter in the same turn. Alright, from the people. Sure. Another from the people. Sure. Get them out of their hand. We're fine with that. Plenty more where that came from. Alright, so let's get in at their HQ. And let's go with another... no. Let's go with a 25 pounder and a 37 mil. And pass it back. They're on the Soviets, and we just got through 2 from the peoples. So, you know, like statistically, they can't have that much left. And we got drink for our fallen friends, so. Alright, critical hit takes out our Su-76. But we got all this artillery, so we're okay with that. This is the point where I just gotta play a little patiently, too. So, 25 pounder, getting in. Let's go with a Spitfire, and I'm gonna move up this 5th Brigade just in case there's a T-34 or something crazy, some blitz thing that I'm not thinking of from our opponent. Alright, Infantry Regiment, yep, because we have other guard units. Alright, and then they have the Dauntless. Yep, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, this is all fine. Alright, let's get another Spitfire out there. Oh, shoot, I wanted to play another Spitfire. Workers Unite's fine, though. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. Alright, let's take out this infantry. Let's buzz this guard unit. And let's just leave the smoke screen on here. I kind of want to play the Spitfire there, but I don't think it makes a huge difference at this point. Right, another guard unit and another guard unit, and the enemy scoops it up. So, yep, didn't make much of a difference. Alright, got a drink for the win. Alright, so now that I've had 2 beers, I have to go use the restroom. So there's going to be a little bit of a delay here, but if you're watching on YouTube, you can just skip ahead, so I'm not too worried about it, but I'll be right back. Alright, back for the rest of our drunk draft here. I really like this deck. This is solid. The quad T-34s, all this artillery, the Su-76s, these 5th Brigades, man, they're so glue. They're such glue for these kind of decks. I-16's a good threat. Let's get after it. Alright, let's cancel this. Oh, sorry. Was not paying attention. Alright, I'm going to throw all these back. I want to see early artillery and removal. Alright, I don't really want to see Churchill and Spitfire. We're up against Kira Chimera too, and they're pretty good, so let's get our artillery out there. They're on Germany, so we kind of played into a careless talk there, but I don't think we had much of a choice. Alright, infantry regiment, don't care. Yeah, I think we take this opportunity to get rid of that stupid thing. just in case they have a rising sun or something in their hand. So they could have moved forward and popped off a rising sun. That would put us way behind, because we're already behind on cards. Alright, here, it's a good hammer target. Let's get rid of the Volksgrenadier and get in at their HQ. Now our Churchills, our Spitfires, our motor rifles, all this stuff is starting to come online. Fallschirmjäger, sure. We go motor rifles, and then let's ping in at the Fallschirmjäger, because we can just snipe it now next turn. I think this motor rifle's really gotten our opponent's craw there. A 5th Brigade would have been fine. Almost anything would have been fine there. So now, alright. Get rid of the Fallschirmjäger. Sure. Alright, a 110. Wow, I'm surprised our opponent didn't just sit on their Fallschirmjäger. But, okay. Let's take out this 110. Let's drop an I-16 and then get in at their HQ. And then next turn we got a Churchill, we got a Spitfire, we got all kinds of backup. Alright, Panzer, sure. Let's drop a Spitfire down. Get in at our opponent's HQ, because we still have the guard there. We have more guards on the way. And this Spitfire is a giant threat for our opponent. Alright, Flak, sure. Great top deck. Great top deck for us. Let's get rid of this flak gun. Now get in for 6 at our opponent's HQ. And let's drop another guard unit down, just to make our opponent really work for it. We have our opponent on a 2-turn clock right now. So let's see what they can put together. Alright, Panzer. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, Workers Unite's pretty good. Let's get into that HQ. Let's draw. Oh, let's actually use Workers Unite. And then let's put out a smoke-screened 37. We have double guard unit. We have a Spitfire and a 37. And a Churchill coming in to help us out if we need it. Alright, sudden strike. Still got a guard unit though. Alright. So even if our opponent attacks this Spitfire, they need another thing to take it out, and they drop it. Kirikai Mira. Very, very good player there that we just got past with this draft deck. And our drunk draft too. So we had drink for our fallen friends and for the win. Very good player there that we got past. Very happy about that. Oh, we got some emotes. You have my gratitude. Mother Russia will crush you. Her weather will crush you. Alright, so we're going for the 7-1 here. Wow. That'd be great. Alright, Lensar. We're up against Lensar for the 7-1. We're going to throw one of the I-16s back. I like having one. Ooh. Bad mulligan there. A couple of very expensive cards, but let's see what happens. Alright, Pioneers, sure. Alright, let's go I-16, just to put some pressure on our opponent. I mean, we can even take out this Pioneers if we want to. Alright, well, let's take out the Pioneers. Might as well get it for one at the HQ. Alright, so we're starting to bridge. Oh, that's too bad. Alright, well, that happens. But it took up our opponent's entire turn. And it was a 2 for 2 since we got that Pioneer unit. Okay, so Panzer 2A, sure. Oh, and moving it too, huh? Gonna attack? Sure. Fine with that. Let's go Churchill to rain in our opponent's parade. Plenty of stuff on 6 now. God, our hand's so expensive. Sherman, yep. And an Arado. Okay. Well, here I'm gonna go with the howitzer. I'll get it for 1 on this Sherman. Alright, so our Churchill kind of shrugs off anything our opponent has here. They're Germany, USA, so tactical strike, maybe a death from above, but we have 3 out there. This howitzer has the potential to take the game over right here. Okay, good. So that means our Churchill's going to sit here like a little champion. Okay, let's take out this 110 with our howitzer. Well, hang on. Let's take it out with our I-16. Then we can snipe this Sherman a little bit, and then we can take it out with our howitzer. So now we put our opponent on just 1 power units on the battlefield, and our Churchill just is like, yeah, come at me, bro. And if we lose this I-16, then we lose it. I mean, the howitzer is the much more difficult thing for our opponent to deal with. Alright, we lose our field gun, though. That kind of stinks. But our opponent can't attack us. Right, whatever. Alright, let's take out the fighter. Let's take out the... Hang on. Do we want to take out this other... No. Let's just drop this KV down. Just get some damage in with the howitzer. Because now it's a 1-1. And now our opponent has to get pinged for 2 every time they draw a card. Thanks to our 1941. And it looks like our drunk draft is going real well right now. Wolfpack, don't care. Alright, pack 38. Yep, that's fine. Let's blow up the pack 38. Let's blow up this howitzer. Let's hit the HQ once, move once, and then hit the HQ again. Just because I sometimes get so worried that I'm going to mess it up. Alright, Tiger. Yep. And a Panzer. Alright, well, we can neuter this Tiger, or we can just hit their HQ for 4. And 3 more, and then 2 more, and now our opponent's going to draw a card and die. So that works for me. 7-1 drunk draft. Whoa! So great job by our deck in this one. Had some beers, had some fun. Good job all around. Just high fives to everybody. See what our awards are. 18 gold a pack, another 5 gold, and another pack. So that, and then packs are worth 10 gold each. So 10, 20, 25, 43, or 33? 43. 43 gold? Yeah, we'll take that. Whoa! Well, thanks for hanging out here on our drunk draft on the Cards Podcast. If you like our stuff that we do, you like my antics and my silliness, then go to cardspodcast.com or patreon.com/cardspodcast. And, you know, you can become part of the fun. You can help support and host the podcast, which is really cool. I have some more giveaways that are coming up in the future. And then, all right, these packs were kind of poopy doopy, but whatever. And then, yeah, cardspodcast.com, patreon.com/cardspodcast. Or if you want to hang out with us during a stream, it's twitch.tv/cardspodcast. All right, guys, thanks. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Talk to you soon.